Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, September the 8th, 2016. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. At a meeting at 10 Downing Street in London earlier today, European Council President Donald Tusk told British Prime Minister Theresa May that the ball is now in your court as they discuss the next steps on the British exit from the EU. Meeting the Prime Minister, the European Council President said that the 27 other member states were waiting to see when the UK would formally trigger its departure from the Union. Tusk said it's in everyone's interest for this to start as soon as possible. Mr. Tusk said that this is a position shared by all 27 member states. The Prime Minister has said that the government will not reveal its hand amid pressure from the EU to set out what it wants to achieve from the negotiations. No negotiations are going to begin until Britain formally requests the exit, which is Article 50. Meanwhile, off of Italy, a gigantic cruise ship, the Carnival Vista, caused devastation at a pier and marina in the city of Messina. The giant cruise ship ended up churning tremendous waves from its propellers as it left the berth. The $1 billion, 130,000-ton Carnival Vista is the cruise liner's newest ship. It was launched last May. The strength of the wave caused the pier to split from its mainland structure at the Marina del Nettuno at the city of Messina in Sicily. The cruise ship is actually gigantic. It's the only ship in the company's fleet to have a water park, a cycling track, and a fully operational IMAX movie theater. The amount of damage is small. It's only about 250,000 euro, but the devastation, according to the pictures that we've seen, are quite extensive. The parent company of CATEX TV, CatEx, has agreed to provide Renaissance Re a worldwide license to its software application that manages the full range of a delegated authority binder or program transaction. The Pivot Point Bordereau management application is a web-based service and licensed by Renaissance Re. Meanwhile, in Holland, a driver of a Tesla who had collided with a tree ended up dying because firefighters and rescuers were fearful of trying to drag the man out of the car for fear of possibly being electrocuted. The man died about 25 miles east of Amsterdam. His identity is not known. Photos of the crash show the car, the back of the car mostly intact, but the front of the car where the battery is was pretty much smashed in. In the National Weather Service, they're keeping their eye on a fairly aggressive tropical depression that shows a 60% chance of becoming a tropical cyclone. The storm is out to the west of the Cape Verde Islands. It's now expected to be called Tropical Storm Ian if the 60% chance of it developing does come to fruition. This week, the middle of September, is the historical peak of the hurricane season. So the Weather Service is definitely keeping an eye on this. Meanwhile, in Bermuda, a booklet was released by the trust industry, which is an industry that maintains trusts and private offices for wealthy families. The booklet came out indicating that a total of $31 billion was held by 102 ultra-high net worth individuals who live in Bermuda. The booklet was distributed presumably to other wealthy individuals as an enticement for them to come to Bermuda. Hopefully it was not lying around in offices of motor vehicle bureaus and other such places. Last night, Donald Trump indicated that he thought that President Putin has, quote, great control over his country. Trump said that he would de-escalate tensions between the Russians and the Americans. He said he'd have a very good relationship with Putin. This time, thankfully, even after the Russians have aggressively tried to intervene in the American elections by hacking various computer systems, this time a spokesman for Vladimir Putin, chosen, did not respond. But he did say that the president of Russia takes all of the rhetoric coming out of the American election cycle with a pinch of salt. That's what he said, a pinch of salt. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.